Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to give you the solutions regarding week 5 of IoT course. So please watch the video till the end without skipping. So if possible, share with your friends, colleagues and other students of your classmates. So let's start the video. And the first question in this video is, what interoperability solution approach creates virtual maps among the physical devices of all middleware home networks? So question appears to be lengthy, but in meaning it is very short. Which solution creates virtual maps among the physical devices of all middleware home networks? So the answer for first question is option C, that is Universal Middleware Bridge, UMB. So mark option C as correct answer for first question. And coming to second question. Second question, which UMB interoperability component is responsible for converting physical devices into virtually abstracted ones? Ones means physical devices into virtual abstracted devices. So the answer for second question is option A, UMBA, that means UMB adapter. So mark option A as correct answer for second question. Friends, if you feel any doubt regarding these answers, or if you feel that any of these solutions are incorrect, please message in the comment section, so I'll try to reply to those valid comments. So let's move on to third question. Please watch the video till the end without skipping. If I change any question, so you will be able to note that if you watch the video till the end. So please watch the full video. Coming to third one, which UMB interoperability component is responsible for routing the metadata messages to the destinations or other intermediate devices? So third question, the answer is UMBC, that is UMB core. So mark option B as correct answer for third question. Coming to here, this is option B. Coming to fourth question, the next question of, what does the routing component in UMB use for routing the metadata messages? So which routing component UMB uses for routing the metadata messages? So answer for fourth question is option C, middleware routing table. So mark option C as correct answer for fourth question. And coming to fifth one, what type of input signals does an Arduino accept? Arduino accepts both analog and digital. It is simple one. So mark option D as correct answer for fifth question. And coming to sixth question, what external hardware module is necessary for loading the programs into an Arduino board? So actually there is no hardware module for loading programs into Arduino board. So none of these are correct answers. So mark none of these actually as option D correct answer. There is no such hardware. So option D. Here they have given Arduino board diagram, that means a picture of that. So here they are highlighting or representing this part as A. They are asking in the Arduino shown what is A. So Arduino is USB connector. We will connect this to a USB port. So answer is USB connector. So mark option A as correct answer for Seventh question. So that is option A. Option A. Coming to eighth question. In eighth question, what is a program written in Arduino called? So a program written in Arduino is called a sketch. That is option D. We know C program, C++, they are written in particular languages. So a program written in Arduino is called a sketch. That is option D. Coming to ninth one, which function in Arduino is analogous to main function in C or C++? So ninth question answer is option A, setup. Setup is a function in Arduino which is analogous to like main function in C or C++. It's like a main function for Arduino. So mark option A as correct answer for ninth question. Coming to 10th one. 10th question. In Arduino, what function is used to find if a character is hexadecimal? So the answer for this one is option B, is X digit of char. Mark option B as correct answer for 10th question. So answer for 10th question is option B. In 11th question, in Arduino, what function is used to manipulate time or induce delays? So answer is option C, delay. Delay is the function to manipulate time or induce delays. So mark option C as correct answer for 11th question. Coming to 12th one, choose the right option for if or conditional operator. So answer is option A, value equal to condition, a question mark and statement 1 colon and statement 2. This is the syntax for if or conditional operator. So mark option A. Coming to 13th one, this is a simple one. Who know programming languages will simply answer this. What is a loop inside a loop called? Simply the answer is nested loop. Loop within a loop is nested loop. So mark option C as correct answer for 13th question. And 14th question, last but one question, what function is useful for generating the same set of random numbers every time a program is run? So the answer for 14th question is on option C, random seed. So mark option C as correct answer for 14th question. So friends, if you feel any doubt, please comment in the comment section. And coming to the 15th question, that is last question of this week 5 IoT. How many types of interrupt are available in an Arduino? There are only 2 interrupts. So mark option B as correct answer for 15th question. So option B. So friends, these are the answers regarding week 5. I'll come with a new video on week 6. So hope this video is helpful for you. If you feel the same, please subscribe our channel, like this video and share to your friends. Keep supporting us like this. Until then, be safe, be happy. Thank you. Bye.